I don't know where he's at. I keep, you know, I go look in his favorite places to sleep. You know, he's got a little basket here in the office with a little blankie in there that he sleeps on. He's not in there. I don't know where he's at.
Well, I bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can never tell. Movies are gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. I hope you come to see me in the movies, then I know that you will plainly see biggest fool that ever hit the big time. All I gotta do is act naturally.
Okay, let's travel back to the 70s. Take a look at this old van that showed up at the Cruise Inn on Saturday night.
Out in the country past the city limit sign, there's a honky tonk near the county line. The joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes down. They got whiskey, women, music and smoke, where all the cowboy folk go to boot scoot boogie. I got a good job, I work hard for my money. When it's quit time, I hit the door running to fire up the pickup truck, let the horses run. I go flying down the highway without how to work.
Well, I've been working on the Cadillac a little bit. And ever since I widened the front end out so the fenders would fit down over the tires, I knew I was going to have to fill that gap between the front fenders and the center grille. And this is the picture I had in my think all along. I finally got around to it. This is what I had in mind, and this is how it turned out. So let's take a look.
Get down, turn around, go to town, boot scoot boogie. Well, the bartender asked me, said, son, what'll it be? I want a shot of that redhead yonder looking at me. The dance floor is hopping and it's hotter than the 4th of July. I see outlaws, in-laws, crooks and straights, all out making it shake, doing the boot scoot boogie. Well, heel toe, do-si-do, come on baby, let's go boot scoot. Ah, Cadillac, blackjack, baby, meet me out back.
Well, starting to work on my air system a little bit here, where I want to mount this tank. I hope this tank is going to be big enough, by the way. My friend has one that's 12 gallons, but that thing's 44 inches long. I really don't have room for that. Now, this one fits really nicely. I just hope I don't have regrets about using this size of tank. I'm guessing that's a 5-gallon tank. I don't know, what is it? Maybe it's a 3. That might only be a 3-gallon. They make an 8.5-gallon one, but it's 32.5 inches long. Don't really have room for that either. At least not where I want to mount it. I may have to make room. We'll see. But anyway, where I want to mount this, the brackets set up too tall and it didn't quite fit in the space where I want to put it. So I took an inch out of those, each one of them, and I shortened them down, and now I'm starting to weld them back up. So I'm going to go ahead and get those finished up and get this tank mounted in there. I might not get it mounted in there permanently, just kind of mocked up, because I want to check all my lines for leaks before I totally cinch everything down. Alright, I'm going to get with it. Well, I got the rear bags pumped up there, and I just thought I'd get a shot of the stance of this thing, how it's kind of running downhill there. What I'm doing is just starting to go through my air system and make sure I don't have any leaks before I mount those fenders permanently on the front, before I button these up permanently. It's pretty easy to get the things. Well, Really, it's not bad back here anyway with the fenders on, but up front it's a little easier to get the things, I guess, with them off. And I'm just going through things and make sure I don't have any leaks. And what I've done is change out the fittings. I don't care for these push-in type fittings, shark bites they call them. It's just been my experience so far that they're not as dependable as the compression fittings. You can push that hose in there and it seems like one time they don't leak and then maybe the next time it will, and if you move them around a little or put a hose in a bind or whatever, sometimes they'll leak a little bit. And I just don't trust them, you know. I don't trust going down the road 70 miles an hour with these things. But what I got was some I went to a truck shop down here, semi-repair, truck repair shop down here. And also Napa has these, and these are good fittings because they have the little ferrules and also this built-in sleeve that goes on the inside, and I really like that. I'll show you some other kinds that I have over here. I have some of these that you can push these little sleeves inside the hose and then put your compression fitting on, but these are built in and I really like that. That's real handy. So when you push that hose on there and put the ferrule in and put that nut down on there, those work really well. And I think this is what the type that they use for semi truck brakes. And I also went and got some hose from that place because I was fighting with the hose I was using. I think it's metric, and the ferrules wouldn't slide over that hose, and it was just really fighting it. So I got some different hose, and boy, they just slide right on there. It's so nice, and I like those built-in sleeves, so you don't have to put these in. And then I've been going around, and this is not how this will be set up. I'm just testing things right now. This hose will not be looped around like this. I'm going to put an elbow there and bring it over, and my tank's going to hang underneath the package tray there. But I've got some soapy water here, and I've just been going through and spraying everything, and there's one. There's a leak right there. So I'll tighten that up. But anyway, that's how you find them, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to get everything all tightened up good, and I'll leave this pumped up overnight and check it tomorrow, and then I'll know for sure what I have and go from there. See ya. Well, just a couple of little turns on there, and that took care of that. Get my soapy water here, give it a little squirt. Yeah, so it's not blowing bubbles anymore, and what I've done here is just for temporary, I've got my air hose from my shop compressor here hooked up to that electric valve, and I'll just flip this on, and that'll open the valve. You'll hear it. There we go. They're all pumped up now. I'll leave it like that, and you know, it should hold air all night. It should hold air forever. Forever! Boy, that thing, that thing looks kind of like an old stink bug right now. That fender has got to go forward just about an inch. I'm not quite in the center of that wheel well when it's sitting down. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out up here, this expanded metal.
Well, it's got a long ways to go, but it's moving along. A couple more years, I'll have it done maybe. Anyway, I appreciate all of you following along and watching these silly little old videos. So I'm gonna get back to work on this thing, and I'll catch you all down the road. See ya.